Hey everyone! Welcome to our second adult craft along for December. And we hope you've been enjoying all of the crafts of, well, the one other craft so far. And we hope you enjoy this one too. Today, we are going to be, you're finally going to get the mystery revealed. I know we go to a lot of trouble to keep them a secret from you because we think that this is fun.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to make until you pull it out of your bag. I hope you think it's fun too.
I think it's fun.
Ashlyn likes it.
I love mysteries, so.
Yeah, we're just going to keep doing it. If you watched our Facebook Live where we showed the kids the reading store, we dubbed some of our mystery bags Sherlock level mysteries and Blue's Clues level mysteries. That was courtesy Miss Ashlyn, so she loves those mysteries.
Yep.
What do you consider this? Is this a Sherlock mystery?
I'd say so.
All right. Our
Less
Sherlock.
murder, but
Zero murder. No one was killed in the making of these crafts.
it's a safe mystery. You don't have to worry about life threats or anything.
It's real low stakes.
December themed.
December themed. All right, enough is enough. Today, we're gonna make our very own Christmas swag. I didn't
That's
know
adorable.
what a Christmas swag was until I found this online.
Neither did I.
So, yeah, exciting. I think it's very cute. It's got some jingle bells, good old frosty pine cones,
Mm-hmm.
and a cute little bow. And you're gonna make all of this with what we have packed into your bag. So from your big brown bag of goodies, the first thing that you'll need is that Christmas tree that didn't fit in the littler bag. These are only $1. I'm so excited about that.
Wow.
I bought
That's
like
cool.
12 of them for myself. Alright, so we've got our Christmas tree. That's going to be the bulk of our project. And then we need our little brown bag that's in there. That's got our little twisty ties poking out here. This is the number 2 bag. You'll also want to dig around in your last bag and pull out the popsicle stick you got last time. There's a popsicle stick in here, but we're going to want to use both of them. In your bag, you should have a whole bunch of these. These are called garland ties. Guys, I've been learning so much watching YouTube videos about Dollar Tree crafts. I did not know that these were garland ties.
I did not even know that these existed.
Neither did I. Nina asked me one day if I wanted some garland ties, and I was like, what? And here they are. You've got a few pieces of twine, and then you've got a hunk of ribbon. They might be different. Yeah, ours are different. So you have one of these in your bags.
And that's a mystery too.
Ah, second mystery of the craft. And then, this I'm particularly excited about. You have a twist tie in here. And this twist tie came from the ribbon that we used in the other craft. So like recycling at its finest.
Nice.
Nothing goes to waste here at the library. So that's why it's like used. Because it was used. But
Yeah, but it can be reused.
exactly. Alright, twist tie. And here's the other popsicle stick. You should have 2 tiny cones that are ornamentees, a paintbrush, 3 jingle bells, some white paint, and glue sticks. Remember, if you need to borrow a glue stick, they're $2 to rent here at the library. You get to keep the glue. We don't want that back, but we will want the glue gun back if you borrow one. I don't remember what this is. What is this?
Instructions?
Oh, the
Oh,
ruler! I forgot. It's been a long time since I packed these bags. You got your ruler. I stole this idea from Miranda. She did this first. And you should have a newspaper. And this newspaper is so that you don't get your workspace dirty. The bag is empty. Plug in your glue gun. Now is
We
the
already
time.
did that.
Ashlyn plugged them in because they were just sitting near the plug. So if that's your situation, go ahead and plug that baby in so that he can heat up while we're getting the rest of our project together. And then we're gonna paint first so that our project has a little time to dry before we do the rest of it. Then you're gonna grab your 3 jingle bells, spread out your newspaper, grab your paintbrush and your paint, because our jingle bells are gold. And if you like that, you can keep your jingle bells gold. There's no rules about painting the jingle bells, but they I liked the frosty white look.
I also like that.
I should link down below the YouTube video I watched that inspired this craft and the one we did last week, because boy did I go down a hole. I have seen so many Dollar Tree craft videos now. I know a lot, way too much about this. It's Miranda's fault. She's created a monster.
She did start it.
Yeah, it's her fault. But I recommend it. It's a ton of fun. And then you'll go to the Dollar Tree and buy everything. It's great.
And then Dollar Tree should sponsor us.
They really should. Okay, so you've got your jingle bells, and this part's a little tricky. There's not a lot to hold on to, but I just grabbed the little nub here at the top where you put the hangy thing, and you dip in there. And the idea here is not to get it like perfectly coated. It's supposed to look a little rustic. So if you've got some brush streaks in there, that's totally fine. And just cover it to your liking. I get as close to my fingers as I can, and then I let it dry for a minute or two, and go back in and get that little nub at the top there. You don't need much paint. Goes a long way. And the more paint you use, the longer it'll take to dry, so. Now, we did not give you scissors this time, so you'll either use the ones we gave you last time, or you'll have to come up with your own scissors. But we're gonna grab our pine cones and paint them too, since we're in the painting stage, and we're gonna snip off the parts that make them ornaments. All right, so I'm gonna snip off the part that makes them ornaments, because we're not gonna hang them. We're gonna hot glue them.
Good to know.
Now I take my pine cones and I give them a cute little paintbrush dab on the edges, so it looks like they've just been dusted with, oops, don't do that. Hold on to your pine cone. So it looks like they just got dusted with snow, if you can hang on to it long enough to get this accomplished. If your bells are dry enough to handle, you can flop them over. Oops. I think I've acted too soon. And paint up the rest of them. So, you've got pine cones and bells painted. Now you need to find a place for them to dry somewhere else while we do the next part. Don't put your hot glue gun without anything under it on a nice thing, because it will dribble. See the dribble? You don't want that. This is not a nice table, so it's fine.
This is our work table.
Time to make the bow. Grab your ribbon and your ruler. So you're going to need a 12-inch section, a 9-inch section, and a 3-inch section. So I'm going to start by cutting my 12. This is where you're going to use both of your popsicle sticks. We use our popsicle sticks just like we did last time to protect our fingers from the hot glue. So what we're going to need to do is take our smallest section of ribbon and we're going to hot glue it. Excuse all the paint that's on my hands. We're going to hot glue the ribbon into a cylinder. So we're going to put a bead of hot glue here, and then we're going to need to press it together. But because the ribbon has all this mesh and these holes in it, we're not going to want to touch it with our fingers or it's going to be hot. So I've got these popsicle sticks that you can use to sandwich your ribbon together and press it down while the glue dries instead of using your fingers. Alright, so then I'm going to place my, whatever this is, popsicle stick under there. Grab this guy. Ow, don't touch the glue.
I already did that.
And then roll him over real quick. Grab your other stick. And Ashlyn.
I cannot. We're gonna watch this fail a lot. Okay.
Get the stick, get the stick. Don't touch it.
It's too late.
Ashlyn just burned all of your fingers off.
Mostly my thumb, but it's fine.
Okay, then you do have to kind of peel the project off from your stick.
It's a little tacky.
Alright, so you should have a cute little tube and hopefully all of your fingers are still attached. Ashlyn.
Hopefully you are more skilled at putting glue things together than I am.
Alright, the exciting news, Ashlyn, is that we get to do that again with the 9-inch piece.
I feel like it'll be a lot easier than the small one.
Yeah, because you can kind of like touch it together and then grab your popsicle stick. And then just don't take your popsicle sticks off too early so that the glue is like mushy and movable still. Make sure it's dry. But then yeah, you should have 2 loops now. Now you're going to want to take your 9-inch section that you just made into a tube, and I put my seam right here on top so that when I squish it down to make the bow, the middle of the bow will hide the seam. So then we're just going to press it down in the middle, and we're going to get it to where we think it's in the middle so that there's equal parts bow on each side. Now we're going to run some glue on the inside of that seam. You won't have to pull your trigger 9,000 times like I do. And then we're going to get our popsicle stick ready underneath and squish him down and press. And then he should stay like a cute little bow. And he's ready for the middle. Seam side up, put some glue right there, and then center him on the other seam of the big part of the bow. And now is the part where we use our recycled twist tie. Now it doesn't look cute and scrunchy yet, so we are going to thread our twist tie through the center of our little bow, little cylinder. And then I kind of just pinch him together. And then once you've got him pinched like you like, twist that baby shut on the back.
How did you get yours to fold like that?
You just like jam it together. And now we need the part that like flutters down to the bottom. So now we grab the 12-inch section and we want both of the right sides to be facing. So if we just fold it like this, you get one nice side and one back side. So I go ahead and twist it one more time so that both the right sides are looking out. And now I'm going to put a little bit of glue underneath that fold so that he doesn't come undone. And then we're ready to place our bow on top there. And then if you want to be cute, you can cut the little dovetail in your ribbon. Now we're gonna find our twine and we're gonna test to see if our bells are dry, and we're gonna string our bells onto our string. I tied all of mine at the same length at the very end, and then I adjusted them when they were hanging on my swag instead of assuming one was gonna be so short and one was gonna be so long. I just left them all the same length and adjusted them later. So if you can feed a end through, and I did 2 knots.
It's always safe to do 2.
Yeah. If you want to add a little hot glue on there for added security, you can, but I felt like we were okay here. So yeah, put all these on strings now. Now we've got everything prepped and ready to go. We're gonna need to fluff out our tree for the swag. So open your Christmas tree. Do you have a tree? And then you also have these extra bits for like if you wanted to stand it up, but we don't need those, so it's fine. So grab your tree and we're gonna make it upside down. So you're gonna start opening up your branches downward until you have something that you think looks nice. All right, now this looks kind of sad, right?
A little.
It's kind of empty. That's why we got these guys. So you're gonna take your garland ties and fill in your tree. I like to use one at the very top, this naked base up here. I'm gonna wrap one around him so that when we put our bow on, oh, you can take this part off. This little, I don't know, cap? You can take that off. I like to wrap one around here so that when we put our bow on at the top, there isn't a big gap. So they're wire, so you just bend them around like a pipe cleaner. And there we go. So that'll be nice. Now our bow will fit up here and it won't look like there's nothing there. And then take the rest of your ties and kind of look at where your bare spots are. And I'm just gonna wrap this one time. I'm gonna feed him, oh my gosh, I gotta stop doing that. Feed him under there and then cross and twist and let him hang out so his little arms become new branches. And I'm gonna find my next bare spot. When you're properly fluffed, you can grab your bells. And what I did was I kind of decided that they were all here, and then I staged them on my Christmas tree, and then I pulled on the strings until they were all at different heights that I thought I liked. Once you get them in an arrangement that you like, I just put the tree down and pinched my string and tied them off so that they don't move. And they stay in a little bundle in the arrangement that I made. And now you can tie them onto the tree. And you can kind of play with where your bells sit. If you really want to, you can hot glue them into place so they don't move, but I don't mind that they move a little bit. Now you can decide, we're gonna glue all the rest of the things onto our tree. You can put your bow on next if you want, or
Still hot.
so now we're gonna glue on the rest of the things. You can decide if you want that to be your bow next, and then you can place your little pine cones on there, however you want. So get to gluing. Now we're almost done. The last thing to do is to use your paintbrush to fleck a little snow on your Christmas tree. For this particular part of the process, I dab my brush in the glue, but then I wipe like most of it off so that it's only just barely wet. And then you can just whoop. Here they are. So fun. And they jingle. Alright, I hope you had fun making your Christmas swag. You can hang it, you can tie a little ribbon back here and hang it up if you want.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use it as a gift, or you can use it in your own home to celebrate the season. So thank you so much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed a month of holiday festive crafting with us.
Yeah.
If you have made our projects and you'd like to share, send us a Facebook message with your pictures at facebook.com/Earlville Public Library. We'd love to see what you guys have been making.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope that you stick around for the rest of the new year to come, when we will have more fun things to do with you guys.
Yep.
Thanks again for participating, and as Ashlyn said, we'll see you next year.
See you next year.
Bye. Did I turn this camera on?
I don't know.
Just a minute.
Like magic.
La da da. Look at that. Alright, and it might be a little gluey because, you know, we used this instead of our fingers, so we didn't die. Twine?
Twine?
What else do you call this?
I think this is twine.
Just twine?
Or rope.
Okay, this stuff. Get that out. Because we think of everything.
Yep.
Alright. And the first thing we have to do, I'll consult my post-it note that I wrote 5 minutes ago. I feel like extra fancy. I'm like updating, you know, the Dollar Tree thing. Like, look, it looks expensive now. 2 videos. It's like a font.
A font.
I've danced the phone. Alrighty, bye-bye.
Welcome back.
Hey, it's been so long.
You missed so much.
Did I? Are you all done now?
All
whole
done with
project?
the whole project by myself. I somehow figured it out.
Just really skilled at Dollar Tree crafts.
Yep.
Well, thanks for watching. We'll see you.
See you next year.
Yeah. We can say that now.
Yeah.
Alright, still painting bills. Just kidding, if you didn't know. None of this is knowing in the video.
So you won't know. It's okay.
Oh, my glue gun. Oh, why do I say that every time?
It's probably something like how I say snock snowman
Snot snow.
instead of sock.
The glue gun. He's dribbling. I did. Okay. I wrote it down. Calm down, everybody.
Success.
I'm so worried. Pick up in there. Ow.
We can't call the number.
We've already got enough problems.
I have very minimal glue skills of the hot variety.
Of the hot variety. This is what you think libraries do, right? Hot glue ribbon in undisclosed locations for YouTube videos.
I don't.
Did you already lose the recycled twist tie?
Yeah.
Okay. If you haven't seen the Ugly Christmas Treasure Suite. If you haven't seen the Ugly Christmas Treasure Suite. The Ugly Okay, I have to start all of that over again. That's not going to be editable.
That is so going into the entrance, though.
And once I got them in an organization, sorry, I should use words.